Hey, welcome to 21 Questions. My name's Mike Banacker. I run a trivia company called Trivia Tribe, and this podcast where I ask you 21 questions that start easy and get a little bit harder as we go along. Let's go. Question 1, beginning with S, is which fried Indian pastry with a savoury filling? That savoury filling may contain vegetables, can also include meat, fish, cheese, lots of stuff. Beginning with S, as I said. That's the samosa, of course. Question 2, in cricket, what nickname was given to the style of cricket played by the English cricket team under coach Brendan McMullen? It's baseball. Baseball, which apparently is no longer going to be a thing after the Ashes, and I'm okay with that. Question 5, what five-letter brand name? Here's a hint. It begins and ends with the vowel, and that vowel is in fact the letter A. I wasn't sure if I was going to tell you that or not, but I am. Is a video game system first released in the late 1970s. Who had an Atari? They were witchcraft when they came out. Question 4 is always a true or false in the 21 Questions podcast. True or false? Buddy Holly was just 25 when he died in a plane crash on February 3 of 1959. Nearly all of that is false. Actually, he was 22 and it was in September 7 of 1936. That can't be right. That's when he was born. False. He was only 22. Good old Buddy. That's false. He was only 22, the late, great Buddy Holly. Who knows how much amazing music he might have gone on to make. Question 5. Let's see how quickly you can count through the alphabet. What is the 10th letter of the English alphabet? He's sitting there going, A, B, C, D, F, G, J. It's J. It is J. Question 6. Which hazelnut-based sweet spread was created by the Italian company Ferrero in 1964? My son was addicted to this when he was a child. It is, of course, Nutella. Question 7. Which 80s movie franchise features the characters Marty McFly and Biff Tannen? They made 3 of these movies. That'd be Back to the Future. Okay, after question 7, we do the first clues for the Who Am I. We'll do some more after question 14. We'll finish the show. Question 21 will contain the answer to the Who Am I. It's the same person all the way through. In fact, though, today it's not a Who Am I at all. It's a What City Am I? Something a little bit different for us today. What city am I? I am the second most densely populated major city in the United States. I'm home to a famous wharf and a famous bridge, and I'm very popular with tourists. About 3/4 of me was destroyed by the 1906 earthquake and subsequent fire. Big American city, which one is it? Question 8, let's move on. Which author wrote Carrie, The Shining, and The Green Mile? One of my personal favourites, that's Stephen King, and I highly recommend the Dark Tower series of books if you haven't read it already. There's 8 in the books, 8 books in the series. It's amazing. I think they're making a new TV adaptation of it too, which is terrifying given how badly they made the movie in 2017 of it. Don't start me on that. Question 9, we'll move on. Which oath is traditionally taken by physicians pertaining to the ethical practice of medicine? That would be the Hippocratic Oath. The Hippocratic Oath. Question 10 is a movie question. In what fashion industry-related film does Meryl Streep play the character Miranda? Question 10 is a movie question. In which fashion industry-related film does Meryl Streep play the character Miranda Priestley? That would be The Devil Wears Prada, which I thought was a pretty good movie. Question 11, in which country of the world... Question 11, in which country of the world are you in if you're travelling from Leonardo da Vinci Airport? It's got to be Italy, doesn't it? Famous Italian inventor Leonardo. Question 12, here's one for the gamers. In Candy Crush Saga, what's the name of the character that shows up and gives you hints if you can't complete a level? That would be Mr. Toffee. I've never played Candy Crush Saga. which is how I managed to get things done in my life, because I'm pretty sure I would just go to bed and stay there and play that game if I got hooked the way some of my friends have been. Question 13. How many bones are there in the adult human body? There are 206. Question 14. It's a 1980s TV show. It had the tagline, "If you have a problem and you can find them, maybe you can hire who?" The A-Team. The A-Team. I got to tell you, I thought the A-Team was the best show ever until, as an adult, I got Foxtel and watched it and went, this is awful. They've made these shows for $1.50 each. I can't believe how bad they are. Let's do some more clues for the What City Am I? I am known for my streetcars and various communities. One such area is world famous for its hippie population, where the beat poetry movement formed in the 1960s. I'm also a popular location for film and TV. I'm also a popular location for film and TV work, with The Presidio and The Rock, both starring Sean Connery, filmed here. I'm also a popular location for film and TV work, with The Presidio and The Rock, both starring Sean Connery, filmed in me. Question 15, let's move on. What did Edward Binney and Harold Smith invent in 1903? Was it A, Post-it notes? Was it B, Scotch tape? Or was it C, Crayola crayons? Binney and Smith, Crayola crayons. Question 16, in the word game boggle, what's the least amount of letters you can make a word from in order to score a point? 3. You have to have 3-letter words as a minimum in boggle. Question 17, here's a music question, music theory more specifically. Question 17, in music, what are the middle steps between whole notes called? Basically, the black key on a piano, or the every second fret, more or less, on a guitar. That's known as a semitone. It's a semitone. Question 18, does a leopard... Oh, hang on. Question 18, does a lepidopterist... Am I saying that right? Lepidopterist. Question 18, does a lepidopterist study A, beetles, B, bees and wasps, or C, moths and butterflies? That's quite an obscure, tricky question, but it's C, moths and butterflies. Question 19 will always be in this show an alive or dead. I give you a name, you tell me if you think that person is alive or dead. Alive or dead? Linda Ronstadt. Legendary singer-songwriter, once known as the Queen of Country Music. Is Linda Ronstadt alive or dead? She's alive. She's 79. She's alive. She's 79 years old. She retired from music in 2011 and sadly has since announced she has Parkinson's disease and claims she can no longer sing a note. Question 20 is a music question. Which Irish band had a massive hit in the late 1970s with the song I Don't Like Mondays? That'd be the Boomtown Rats. Tell me why. Alrighty, let's finish up the What City Am I clues. Okay, let's finish up the What City Am I clues. It's the same city that we've been talking about all along. I'm also home to a former famous prison, which is situated in my harbour, and it too is very popular with tourists. According to the 1967 song by Scott McKenzie, if you're going to visit me, you should make sure to wear flowers in your hair. What city am I? I am, of course, San Francisco. Okay, that brings us to the end of another 21 Questions podcast. Thank you very much for listening and playing along. If you've got a trivia question you'd like me to ask, send it to me via the 21 Questions Facebook page. And when I ask it, I will credit you as the contributor of that question. Thank you very much for listening, for your support. I would love it if you followed the show on your favorite podcast apps. Positive reviews are very, very helpful and help me get the word out. Positive reviews, positive I said, are very helpful in helping to spread the word about this podcast, which is something I'm really trying to do. And I would appreciate your help. Until next time, bye.